Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? Dr. Modelstein will not be joining us tonight. Instead, you get me for the first 5 minutes. We've got a very good show and tell planned and lined up for this evening, and it's definitely gonna take us all the way to our 10:30 mark that we try to shoot for. But with any luck, we'll get us all out of here between 10:30 and 11. But that being the case, I wanted to go ahead and say hello to everybody during this first 5 minutes as much as possible. So, Jason, good to see you tonight, buddy. First chat in the room. And, last week, we weren't here last week, and I apologize about that. We just had a very busy week. A lot of things came up, and I saw that a lot of you were chatting anyway last week, so that was cool. I hope everybody had a good time hanging out. Wayne, up at Yellow Wings Decals, it's good to see you this evening, buddy. And David down in Florida is with us. It's good to see you. Let's see, Ken, good to see you, buddy. And Alan up in Medford is here. Good to see you tonight. Danny Haney, how are you, buddy? I know there's some of your models in tonight's show, so that'll be good. Rob, how are you, buddy? Right up the road from us here in Chattanooga. Randy, good to see you, working on another Osprey book I see. And Glenn, good evening, buddy. I know I got one of your kits in the show tonight. Mark's with us up in Carroll Stream. Good to see you tonight. And Wayne, how are you, buddy? Let's see, and Ken, yeah, we finally got your Starship colors headed your way. I think there was one left that we had to still keep on back order, the dark yellow, I believe it was. But everything else is finally headed your way. And now, for the first time since we launched the 440 colors of Squadron colors, for the first time ever, they are all in stock, at least for the moment. That may or may not last very long, but for the first time ever, they're all there. So grab what you need real quick. Carlos, it's good to see you tonight. And Arnell and Byron, Derek, good to see you. Rocky Bravo, good to see you tonight, buddy. And Braden, right here in town, is here with us this evening. And Ed, the ICM situation. I'll touch on that in just a minute after the countdown stops. Frank, party time indeed, buddy. Good to see you. And your question about ICM, we'll touch on that in a second, too. Rex, good to see you tonight. Yeah, there's some really nice kits to look at tonight for sure. Mark and Rhonda are here. Good evening. Lee, and Jay Banks Haley's with us. And Tom down in Florida, good to see you tonight. And Jason, yeah, one of your Gundam kits is how the show's going to start off tonight, I believe. Looking forward to seeing that. And Jeff's with us. Jeff J, how are you, buddy? And Charles, good to see you tonight. Michael, Nick, Brandon Porter's with us. And that is my call to get off of here. So I'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes. All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? I appreciate you all being here. Sorry we were not here last week. Like I said a few moments ago, we just had a very busy week. Lots of things came up, and it just did not work out to have the show last Wednesday night. So I missed being here. I hope that Uh, Tonight makes up for last week. We've got a lot of good models to look at. Jeff is with me here tonight. Tom is back with us tonight, and we've got a lot of stuff to look at. We've got a lot of comments over here. I've gone through some of them. Tom asking if Professor Pickles is going to be joining us tonight. Unfortunately, no. Jeffrey C. Jones is concerned about some of the models. The model you're referring to, I assume, is the Sheena, the Queen of the Jungle, posted on the thumbnail of this. I will make sure to announce when that model is coming up in the line this evening, just so you know. You can turn the screen off or whatever. That was built by one of our modelers, and he's very excited to show it off this evening. So we're going to give him his few minutes on here as well. Let's see. Kimberly, it's good to see you tonight. Dave Sanchez is with us. It's good to see you. Skip over in Alabama. It's good to see you tonight, buddy. Let's see. Glenn, looking forward to the Chattanooga Model Con in January, which, by the way, if you are down here, and I talk about our local shows down in the Southeast a lot because that's where I live. I'm familiar with the shows. I know about them. There's a lot of shows everywhere else. You can always check ipmsusa.org to find out about all of the shows in your area. But this coming weekend, I believe, in Cartersville, Georgia, there is a car model show. The Acme Car Club puts it on. It's probably 99% or more car models. So if you're a car modeler, you like building them, like looking at them, whatever the case may be, check that out in Cartersville this weekend. It's not very many car-specific shows, and that's certainly a good one. So check that out. Let's see. TD's with us tonight, and Jim, it's good to see you guys. And Prep Volley. So this this must be Bruce. That was great to see you Monday night, buddy. So every third Monday of the month, we host the Chattanooga Scale Modelers. It's the IPMS and AMPS club local here to Chattanooga, and Squadron is their meeting place. We host them every third Monday. We open up our whole warehouse. We have a open house. It's a lot of fun. We usually get, pretty big group of guys. And Bruce drove up from, where are you at, Bruce? I think Sewanee or something, a couple hours anyway. And so it was great to see you. I'm glad that you made the drive. It was great to have you, and we look forward to having you again one of these days. And the models that you brought, that was awesome getting to see those in person. They looked good. Dave, good to see you tonight. Robert's with us. Let's see. Hi, Squadron Modelers from the Way. That's right, the Facebook group, the private group, the Squadron Modelers. Make sure to join us over there. We're having a good time sharing pictures back and forth, talking about the models we're building. So if you haven't joined that, it is just for Squadron customers. If you have a squadron.com account, when you sign up for the group, it's going to ask you what your email address is. Make sure to use your squadron.com email address. Because there's an automated system in there. If it doesn't match your email address up to your Squadron account, it's not going to let you in the club. Oh, who else do we have in here? We've got to get the ball rolling on the show and tell tonight. We got a lot of good stuff to look at. Mike's here and 411 is here. It's good to see you guys. Let's see. Before I bring Jeff and Tom in here with me, I got to tell you, you may have seen the email that we sent out earlier this week and another one last week about pre-orders. There are a lot of new items that actually have started coming in the last couple of days, and that's going to continue tomorrow. I mentioned to Ed that I was going to touch on ICM. Yeah, ICM, their factory in Ukraine, there was a missile that hit right basically on their factory, but next door, and it blew up a large portion of their factory. They were supposed to be with us at Nationals, Valeria was, and at the last minute she had to cancel. Another missile actually hit near their factory, a couple hundred yards away, but that made them realize they might need to consider moving, and they started thinking about that, trying to figure out what was going to be the best for them. And then the missile that you all have seen pictures of, that hit, and they have been trying to figure things out ever since then. From what we're told, and the post that they made, all of their employees are alive. No one was killed. So I don't know when the missile hit, what time of night it was. Perhaps nobody was there. But they are, in fact, still in business. We actually received our latest shipment from them today. The new items that we received have not been put on the website yet. We've got a lot of putting together and sorting through to get done. But in the next couple of days, hopefully, we'll start having those on this website. But they are still in business. As you can imagine, they're trying to sell as much as they possibly can. That's partly why we ran the ICM sale last weekend that we did, to try to sell as much of the stuff as we can so that we can send them a big reorder. Because the more of our current stock that we can sell, the bigger order we can give them. And of course, everything helps them. So it's a bad situation, but they're still making model kits. They're still putting new stuff out, and they're still trying to get all of us our stash that we that we all want. So that is what I know about that at the moment. But the ICM stuff did show up today. A lot of other stuff from Ukraine showed up today. We just got a Tamiya restock. We've got a very large shipment coming in tomorrow with all sorts of, I don't even know right here off the top of my head. But there are so many new items coming. We've got one of the things that I'm kind of excited about is, for the first time in several years, I guess it probably was 6 or 7 years ago, back when we were Free Time Hobbies, we are finally going to have Fujimi again. And I'm excited about their 350th scale Japanese, like the Kongos, the Issei's, the Zuikaku, all these battleships and aircraft carriers that they do. They're really nice kits, and we'll finally be able to have those in stock again. That's probably going to be probably middle of November when that one's going to be here, but that's just a couple of weeks away from now. So there have been a lot of questions about Airfix, Hornby USA closing down and all that, but we've still got a line on Airfix kits. Don't worry. The Artemis that is highly anticipated, the Space Shuttle, all those kits that are coming, the Wessex helicopter, several kits. You can see all these in our pre-order section on the website. Click the pre-orders, filter it to Airfix, and you'll see all the kits that are on the way to us. We should see those middle to end of December, depending on customs and all that fun stuff. I suppose it could fall into January, but they're on the way. So if you are interested in any of those, go grab those. The prices have been set, and we are accepting pre-orders now. So that's enough shop talk for now. Let me pull Jeff and Tom in here and see if we can get this show on the road for tonight. How are you guys?
Howdy. Doing good. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon.
Wherever you're at.
It's yeah.
Depending on where you are in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I could have just said hi and made it easy, but
what's the fun in that, right?
Yeah, what's the fun?
This is true.
Oh yeah. Well, everything been going fine with you, Jeff?
Going well.
Good.
Have solved some 3D printing design dilemmas.
Cool.
Recently acquired some chemistry data to actually give me ideas on shrink rates and process rates, and now I'm plugging that data into the equations, and hopefully things are going to start behaving.
Well, good, because Tom got roped into helping finish the production room. He was running a paint sprayer today.
I was going to say, I'm hoping you didn't give him a hammer, because we all know what happened last time you gave Tom a hammer.
What was that, baby?
Nah. We said we weren't going to talk about it.
Now, I worked on the wiring this last time, so if it burns down, it's my fault.
No, please don't say that. I have had enough bad luck in the last week to make up for. Yeah. So for those of you who follow me on Facebook on my personal account, know that I had a 2014 Chevrolet Camaro, which was a show car.
Yes.
And coming back from a show in Indiana, I collided with a 300-pound 6-point deer. And at about 70 miles an hour, and just crushed the front end of this car. So so I lost my pride and joy Camaro.
The good thing is you're okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The airbags deployed and all of them. all the airbags deployed.
Yeah, all the airbags.
There was lots of cursing in several languages, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, the death threats were made against what was left of the deer, and yeah, it was yeah, that was actually, was it last Saturday?
Yeah, on the way
Yeah,
back from Duneland, wasn't it?
on the way back from the IPMS Duneland show.
Well,
Yeah.
Jason just made a comment about your Porsche looking nice behind you. It was in the back seat, wasn't it? I'm glad it didn't get too much damage.
That model had been finished the night before, and it's in the back seat of the car. And when the car finally stopped rolling, then the real car stopped rolling. You know, you do that self check, you make sure everything's still attached and whatnot.
Yeah, really.
And I looked in the back seat, and that model was upside down.
Well, hope you
yeah.
used a lot of glue.
Actually, it survived.
Well, good. Well, we've got it in the show and tell tonight
Yep,
for everybody.
yep,
It's
yep.
actually the very last one, so
There
you
you
got
go.
to stay till the bitter end if you want to see Jeff's Porsche.
There you go.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, why don't we jump into it? I know Tom's
Yeah.
got a model in here, and it's towards the end too, but we got a lot of good stuff to look at, so why don't we get started?
Nope.
And Bill Davis is going to get us started. This is his 700 scale HMS Victory. This is that Neverland hobby kit that a lot of people have been looking at lately. It's for a new model kit to be under $30. You know,
It's
I know,
But it's like 2 inches long.
and actually I say under $30 because I don't want to be wrong, but I think it's under $20.
It's under 20.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, $16.49, under $20. If you go for the standard version, we sell the
Right.
deluxe version for $24.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it is tiny, Jeff. I agree with you, but it's cool.
It is cool.
It's something different. Most new models now, $50, $100, $150, and all of a sudden something comes out that's under $20. You're like, maybe I just need to get that for a palate cleanser,
Exactly. It's got a complete interior, I believe.
Yep, it's nice,
A very nice kit.
and he's done a good job on this. This is cool. He's got the coin to display with it.
Oh yeah, got to show what size it is.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very, very nice.
That's
Very nice.
very misleading.
Yes, it is.
That photo is very misleading because it
Looks like
looks
it's
like a
huge.
big model on a big table, and in fact, it's a little
Tiny.
Oh, it is tiny. It really is.
that is of course testament to the quality of the build. It's very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Man
Yeah,
did a good job.
It's hard to get something that tiny to look so good.
Looks great.
And I think this is the build that he was showing the whole process of it over on the Facebook group. So it's cool to see it finished now.
Cool.
All right.
like
Well,
it.
thank you, Bill, for showing us that. Let's move on. Next, we've got Glenn Ellis. See, Glenn, I told you I had something in here of yours.
Tiger.
Makes you want to put your hands up.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no doubt.
You do not want to be in this position of a real one.
Do you feel lucky, punk?
So Glenn is the guy. If you have seen the last few show and tells, Glenn's the guy that always displays his model in a clear case with a cutout of the box art
That's
in
true.
it.
Yes.
And he's done the same thing here. This is an Italeri kit. So we'll take a look at this.
Cool. Nice.
Oh, it's the Porsche Tiger.
It's the Porsche Tiger. Yes.
I was looking at it head on. I thought it was just a regular Tiger.
thought it was a Tiger One, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, it's a Porsche. It's got those slanted tracks on each end. That's
Yeah.
just oddball. Just to quote Kelly's Heroes, it's oddball.
So for those who don't know, this vehicle was in competition with the vehicle, the Tiger One as we know it.
Tiger One, yes.
And because of Ferdinand Porsche's political relationships, when this vehicle actually lost the design competition, they repurposed the hull and turned it into the Nashorn.
Yep.
Mm.
Or no, I'm sorry, not the Nashorn, the Ferdinand, the elephant.
Ferdinand. Yeah, the elephant. Correct.
Ferdinand/elephant. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
And there's
There
how
it
he
is.
displays it with his box art back there.
Trademark.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Well, that is cool. All right.
And
Well, thank you, Glenn.
Glenn's a local guy to you, right, Brandon?
He is.
Tom?
Yeah. He's the guy that we first met him when he delivered he's a freight driver.
He's FedEx guy.
He delivered a delivery to us, and he couldn't believe where he was standing. So we've become good friends, and he's a good customer, good friend, and a part of our local model club. So
well, then I'll be seeing him in January when I
Yes,
come
you
down
will.
for the show.
good guy.
Oh yeah.
All right, now because I said I would give fair warning for this model, was it Jeffrey? Yes, Jeffrey C. Jones. The next model that we're going to show is Sheena, the queen of the jungle. This next model was built by Crazy Joe, and I'm glad he has that nickname because I can't actually pronounce his real last name. Yeah. Next time I see you, Joe, you're going to have to tell me how to pronounce your name. But anyway, so this is a 1/6 scale model kit of the Queen of the Jungle, Sheena. As made, I guess Marvel Comics made Sheena famous, if I remember correctly. She wasn't she. What was the Marvel Tarzan guy? Was it Kazar?
Don't know.
Their Marvel Comics had basically their version of Tarzan. I think his name was Kazar, and Sheena was his girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. I'm getting my confirmation down here. Kazar. Yep. So Kazar and Sheena, that was the Tarzan, and what was Tarzan's woman? Jane.
Jane.
Yeah. So Kazar and Sheena was the Marvel version of Tarzan and Jane.
Cool. I like it.
Yeah, I love this picture. Look at his snake over there.
Yeah, the snake. That's a good looking snake.
Oh yeah.
He's got rattlers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I met Joe at Wonderfest, and his he's known for his dinosaurs.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
And his dinosaur work is just
Oh yeah.
beyond comprehension good.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
but it's really, really cool to see. You know, it's really, really cool to see this.
Nice flesh tones. I mean, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Well, now
Very
that
well
you
done.
mentioned his dinosaurs, I'm gonna just take a guess at what we're gonna see next month for show and tell from him.
There you go.
Probably
Dinosaurs.
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 But for this month, there is his Sheena and the
Oop.
Panther back there. So very nice,
nice.
Joe. Thank you for sharing that. Next up on the list, we've got Matthew in his 72 scale PBY Catalina. He has used Vallejo and Kit's World, and he has asked for any critique. He says this is his first attempt at pre-shading.
Okay.
So I always love whenever we do these show and tells, you know,
Nice.
what was the guy, Braden, our local guy, you remember a couple months ago, he said, yeah, this is my first model. You know,
Yes.
and then you see
Yes.
something like this. This is my first time pre-shading. I've been doing this stuff for years, and what is up with all this? It's my first time, and it looks this good.
Looks
This
like
is-
that. You know.
Yeah, it's great.
Very, very nice. Very nice. I love PBY.
Now, I'm not familiar with this specific plane, but I find it interesting that the pinup there is she sideways, or does it just kind of look that way? I mean, obviously that's the way it's supposed to be, but
Yeah. Well, it looks fine.
I mean, I
to
guess
me.
she's laying down. I guess that's normal.
Yeah, that's it. Cool.
Again,
What are you doing?
Yeah,
you're hanging these curveballs right over the plate, and
Well,
I just want to swing at them, and I have to.
well, here we go. We'll just move along then.
there
So
we go.
this, I think. So come on, you guys. You're the, especially Jeff. You do a lot of pre-shading stuff. I mean, he asked for some critique. I mean, it looks good. You got anything for him that might help him in the future project?
I do a lot of pre-shading and post-shading. And
Well, there
it
you go.
tends to
Bottom
show
looks
up, obviously, now that you see the bottom of the aircraft, it tends to show up more prominently on lighter colors.
Right.
The key to pre-shading and even to post-shading is figuring out what works best for you to thin your paint, so that layer that you're putting over the top is not too heavy that it erases all of the pre-shading work.
Exactly.
So, and I can see the tonal variations in your paint. And a trick that I learned very early on, rather than just pre-shading the panel lines, pre-shade individual panels with different colors
Right.
and experiment. So, silvers and blues and different shades of gray, and literally make the bottom side of the aircraft a patchwork, or even the top side, make it a patchwork of just random different colors. And then when you put that base color over the top, it completely changes the whole dynamic of the surface color. And the beauty of pre-shading is that the first coat that you put down, it still looks but then your second coat and the third coat, and when you're starting to see that those underlying coats disappear, you've got the right formula.
There you go.
Right.
But yeah, mess around with different colors to pre-shade your different panels. Your ailerons, do them in a lighter color because they're fabric.
They're fabric. Exactly.
And things like that, and just mess around with it on a paint mule. You'd be absolutely amazed what you can do with different underlying shades.
Yep. Well, the way I like his, he's just his thoughts a little less oil stain, but his last sentence there, very good first effort, and that sums it up. That's fantastic.
Definitely.
I am going to try to keep tonight as focused on the show and tell as possible, but sometimes some questions come in that I just got to answer. Shane over on Facebook asks about the second wave of the 350th USS Arizona from the Chinese company. The Chinese company that I can't pronounce, and we asked them permission to create an American name that we can pronounce. So we came up with Dolly Model, which is the first four letters of their real name. We were calling them Chuanyu models, but they decided they didn't want to be known by that. So the Dolly Models USS Arizona is actually on the shipment that's arriving tomorrow, Shane. Now, having said that, it's going to take us a few days to process the shipment, but I would like to think that we'll be shipping those pre-orders out by this time or before this time next week. Yep. All right. Well, that was a great kit. We're going to move on to his next one. And he has done a 72 scale Airfix kit of the Grumman Duck using Vallejo and Model Master. And thankfully, he didn't say this was the first time that he's used, metal colors, but it wouldn't surprise me, I suppose, because I don't know. It just looks good. That is a very interesting red color.
Looks like a training scheme. Is that a training scheme?
I'm trying to remember if I've seen that particular color of crimson used, unless it was a lot of times, especially post-war, because it has the stars and the bars with the red stripe.
Right.
Yes.
A lot of these aircraft were used as squadron hacks and personal aircraft by flag officers that flew.
Right.
Especially if they had a specific affection for a type of aircraft. For example, and it's going to drive me crazy now. I can't remember the guy's name. There was he flew Hellcats in the Pacific, and then he migrated to Corsairs, and then after the war he took over a Naval Reserve Squadron on the West Coast, and his personal aircraft was a Wildcat.
Well, everybody remember this plane, because in about 30 or 45 minutes, Jeff's going to go, "Oh, it was," and he's going to remember. And so just remember this plane.
Yeah, remember the duck.
Well, this looks great. He's got one more, and this is going to bring me to a point that I would like to make. The show and tell has been going fantastic. Every month I worry that we're not going to have enough submissions for the next month, but I'm going to kind of start thinking that way, because you guys are just doing an awesome job at building these models. What I would like to do, I want to set 2 new rules for the show and tell. A couple of you sent me work in progresses this month, and I emailed you back individually and told you, because of all the submissions we're getting now, we're going to hold out for completed models.
Right.
So the work in progress that you all sent looks fantastic, and I'm looking forward to seeing them finished. But let's just wait till the models are finished. And second, I want to limit us to 3 different models per modeler. So Matthew, this is his 3rd entry tonight. If you've got more than 3, that's fantastic. But let's hold them off to submit for the next month. So there you go. So his 3rd is a Curtis Tomahawk Mark II.
Mhm.
And I love this. Here we go again. First time with many techniques. He gave me a whole list of all the different techniques that he had tried for the first time. Pretty much everything you see on this plane that he tried, this was the first time. This was like a test dummy, if you will, for different techniques. And like I told you guys, I'm always going to point it out if you tell us. He used our Squadron colors for this, specifically the RAF Middlestone. And I believe he said he used some other brands of paints too besides that. But here we are.
Oh, there you go. To me, it's a very nice job. I would ease up on the exhaust stains going down the side of the aircraft. That would be my preference.
Yep.
And maybe slack off just a little bit on the gun throwbacks.
Yep. And guys, just so you know, if you're just joining us, we are not picking on this model.
No.
Because we want to.
No.
He specifically asked us to critique his first attempts at these new techniques so that he can learn to be better. Generally, we wouldn't do this, but he has specifically asked us to give him some critiques. So that's what we're doing here. So go ahead, Tom.
No, like I said, it's a beautiful job. I love the airplane. I'm a big P-40 fan anyway.
Dave
like
Sanchez. Dave needs to get out of my head. Dave needs to get out of my head because I was just about to say the engine's probably got a burnt bearing in it and it's burning oil.
Yeah,
and that's why you're getting all the staining. And then as I'm getting ready to open my mouth, Dave says burnt bearing.
But yeah, just ease up on the stains, man. It's a beautiful airplane. Just ease up on the black stains and just give it just a little hint.
Yeah,
to
sometimes
show you that it's there.
Sometimes less is more.
Exactly.
And I have always held the belief that at some point in that airplane's life, it was pristine.
Oh yeah.
With that airplane at one point in time had no staining. It was perfect. The paint was perfect. Because it was brand new at one point in its life.
Right.
So if that's what you want to model, and there are a lot of guys that we know that's what they do. They build it, like it's perfect.
Some of us do that because we're no good at weathering.
but my point is that you can take that as far as you want to, from that point. Everything, even a tank, you can do it all covered in mud and chipped and banged up and broken. And,
oh yeah.
But at one point in time, that tank was new.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like my Camaro.
Yeah, I feel sorry for you.
Saturday afternoon, it was all shiny and clean and looking perfect. And Saturday evening, it was wrecked. So but the point is that with your models, you can find that sweet spot.
Yes.
That where you're adding things like exhaust and staining, but you're not going over the top.
Exactly.
And the interesting thing about going over the top, whether you like it or not, that's actually a technique that some people enjoy, is like the extreme going over the top. They buy all these, the Vallejo weathering products, and like their goal is to like utilize these weathering products in such I would describe it as a comic or a cartoonish way. It's just so over the top as just a technique of building, So, hey, at the end of the day, it's your model.
For a 72nd scale airplane, it looks great.
There's only one exception that I have that's kind of like a pet peeve of mine, is when guys build models of the Arizona and they paint her up and she's all rusted and weathered and grimy and there's rust. Arizona was repainted like 2 weeks before the attack.
Right.
So at the time of the attack on December 7th, there was no rust and it was a peacetime Navy. What do you do with, 2,500 sailors on a ship.
Got to do something.
When you're
Start
not
painting.
if you're not, how's the old saying go? If it moves, you salute it. If it doesn't, you either scrape it or you paint it. So, you know,
I bet you love when the every once in a while when you see the Arizona and each section of it is painted in a different measured. Hey, real quick before we go to the next model. So Darren says that duck was actually painted that way.
there you go.
Yeah, the Alaska Air.
yeah.
I didn't question that it was or it wasn't. I just didn't
No,
know where it was
didn't know
from.
where
And
I
of course,
thought it was super cool looking. That dark crimson red, very nice.
leave it to the world renowned D-Ran to come right out and.
There you go. All right. Well, next up, we've got Richard Hart. This is the guy last month, if you guys remember the 200 scale Yamato that was here local and he couldn't fit it in his car after dropping it off. This is the same guy. And this time, totally different category. He's got a 72 scale B2 for us. This is the Model Collect kit.
Yep.
And
Nice.
let's take a look at this because
Nice.
this is awesome.
That looks cool. Very
Just a
good. Very good on the
huge
skin.
plane. He was at our club meeting Monday night. He comes walking in and he's just got it by the wing and he's got it down by his side, carrying it like a briefcase.
Like a briefcase.
And he comes in and I told him, I said, hey, are we going out in the parking lot to throw a boomerang? I mean, because that's what it looked like, the way he was carrying it walking in the shop.
I love what he's done with the paint and
Yes, very nice.
and to go back to what Matthew was asking about pre-shading and post-shading and things of that nature. There's a perfect example right there. The tonality of the paint, it shouldn't be monotone and perfect. There's always going to be specular variations in the paint.
Yep. And like Glenn said, he has put a step-by-step over in the Facebook group of this build, if you're interested.
Very nice. Very well done.
It's another one of those things that just shouldn't fly.
It shouldn't fly.
You look at it and you go, there's just, that thing just shouldn't fly. But weird. It does, and it flies really well, apparently.
Pretty well.
One of the cool things that Richard did on this, and you'll see it here in the last picture, are the bombs under the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
So check this out. He put magnets in them so you can,
that's cool.
You can pull them out.
There you go.
Smart. Oh. Very smart.
Oh, yeah. Very, very neat. So
those look familiar.
What?
The bombs.
Oh. The bombs.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Richard, thank you. This is fantastic. And next up we have Derek, and he has done a 48 scale F-16, the CJ Block 50. And what do we always say about Tamiya?
Yeah.
Shake and
Can't
bake.
go wrong.
Shake and bake.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very I like his I was just going to say the same thing. It's very cool how he's got that done.
I like that. That's cool. He even shaded it. That looks really cool.
There's one picture here in just a second, Tom, where all you can see is about an inch of the stand, and it doesn't even look like a stand.
Doesn't even look like a stand. He's got
there. It is. Yeah.
Oh man, that is cool. Yeah. Nice. She's fully loaded. Yes, sir. Very good.
Yeah, that is definitely an air superiority loadout there.
Yeah. She's loaded to the gill. Nice.
That's another aircraft that just absolutely amazes me.
Mm-hmm.
Just the versatility of the airframe.
Yep.
We have a lot of them when you think about it.
How long has it been in service? It's been in service for quite a while.
Since the 70s.
Yes, it has. I thought it was weird when it came out. I said, wow, this is a weird looking plane. Because I was used to looking at Phantoms.
Yep.
And that was pretty weird.
We got one of those coming up in a few minutes.
Oh,
next up, we've got Sunny, B-24. This is the Airfix kit, the new one, relatively new one, 72 scale. Nice. And he's done it up as Pom Pom Express.
Good natural metal look. That's a good job. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very nice.
I keep telling myself I got that B-24 over there in 32nd scale.
Oh yeah, I want to see that one done.
Every time I see a B-24, I get the itch.
Oh, I heard that.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. Nice job.
Yeah, Airfix did a good job on this new kit. And of course,
Yes,
Sonny has painted it up very nicely here.
Anytime you can pull off a metal job, it's always nice.
There we go.
Oh.
Last look at that. Great job, Sonny. Thank you for sending that in to us. Look forward to seeing what you've got next month. All right, next up, Andy. He's done a 35th scale Viper.
Look at
I
that.
believe this is a trumpeter kit.
Bite me.
Mm-hmm.
It's got teeth. Cool. Oh, I love a good
Yeah.
one. That's a nice one. Very nice. Nice looking Cobra looking rig. Very nice.
Yeah,
When you
Is that what's the markings on that? Okay.
when we had John Bernstein on, who's the curator at the museum
The
of
Apache pilot?
the Marine Corps, and he was an Apache pilot.
Apache pilot, yeah.
We went to see him after nationals were over in Virginia, and we were actually looking at some other stuff in the museum, some other artifacts in the museum, and I walked in and I wasn't paying any attention, and he stops me and he just points up. And I look up, and there's a Cobra, whiskey Cobra, Marine Corps whiskey Cobra hanging from the ceiling.
Nice.
And what an amazing airframe.
Yes.
And to think that, I mean, these entered service in 67 with the Army in Vietnam.
They were in Vietnam, probably 68.
Yep. And
they brought them in because they were using the Hueys for gunships. And he said, well, we're going to specifically build a gunship, and this is what it's going to be.
Yep.
Well, you've
Really
done a fantastic job on this, yeah, for sure.
What scale is this?
35th scale.
Looks 35th scale.
Yeah, it's that trumpeter kit. And he specifically mentioned that he has the next version on pre-order with us, which, by the way, will be here next week.
Yep. And
so
Dave Sanchez worked on them.
Okay. Good. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Thank you for sending that in. That
just
was
reading
the
his
end of that
comments.
slide.
Right.
There was one question. We were talking about, to me, of something I want to mention real quick. Tom was asking about this F-14, or commenting on the F-14D. That was kind of out of left field to me. It just all of a sudden, hey, we got a 72 scale F-14D coming. And so far it's been, I mean, I've seen a lot of people asking, why did they do that? Why did they do something different? F-14 sell.
Yep.
To
They're
me,
very popular.
yeah, to me, it specifically sells. I mean, that we've had it up for pre-order now for 3 days, I think, and it's probably not far off of already being in the top 10 kits this year for us. I mean, it's just, it's a very, very, very sought after kit from them. And if you notice what Tamiya does, they do something in 48 scale, and then a little bit later they do it in 72 scale. So
it's just like they scale it down.
Yeah. But looking forward to that. All right, up next we have Chris, and he has done a couple of cars. Of course, this is Gordon car. So he said that this paint scheme is actually what they use when they go out and do the testing. So he said it's just a rough paint. They slap some stickers on there, and they just go out and do some testing, get everything dialed in, and then once they get the motor and everything like they want it, they go back and they do the pretty paint that we
Rainbow Warrior on the side of it. Pretty boy.
But yeah, this is he told me what kit it was, and buddy, I'm sorry. I wrote it all down and I lost what I wrote down. So I can't remember which brand kit he said this was.
Like it's smaller than 24 scale, but I'm not sure.
It was was it?
It may just be the way.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I might have messed that up too. It may be a 32 scale kit.
I think it looks 32nd scale, but I don't know. I didn't build it.
Well, it's kind of like that HMS Victory. Sometimes these pictures, can't imagine how small these things really are.
Oh, that's
Misleading.
true. It looks like it's got vent glasses around it or something. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Funny
yeah.
car.
Yeah, and here's
Funny.
this. This is the, I believe this is the Atlantis kit.
Larry Huff.
Challenger. Looks like a Challenger. Funny car.
And he's got
Oh,
it
nice.
open and closed.
Nice. I like that. That's cool. Mopar guy.
Yeah, and I know that he is planning on, he's local down here too. He's going to be at that Acme show this coming weekend. He's big car modeler.
Nice.
This well, not this particular kit, but I can't remember who it was now. Someone made a large scale funny car, like in
Probably
12th scale
Revell.
or 12th scale or something.
Yeah, it was a Revell.
Revell kit.
I've it's always kind of been in the back of my mind that I've kind of wanted to do one.
Well, and there it is. See, we can't go a show and tell without you getting some wild idea of a model you want to build. So
Nope. No,
this month, it's a drag car.
It's a drag car. Well, he got the Porsche done.
I got
Yeah,
the Porsche done.
that's
So
true.
Got the Porsche done. So
Yeah.
go on to the next car.
wait till you hear what the next project is going to be.
I'm afraid to ask.
Here's another one of those wins that come in questions. Alien Frog Modeler wants to know about the Fine Molds Zeros. That is on that's probably going to be here the first or second week of November is when we're seeing that. So a couple more weeks, we'll have all the Fine Mold Zeros, and looking forward to having those in the house.
That's the is that the Platts order as well?
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff I mentioned Fujimi. We got Fujimi, we've got Hasegawa coming, we've got Platts, we've got Fine Mold. I think we just got the Pit Road shipment, 700 scale stuff, but several things from Japan, and Gundam stuff is slowly starting to trickle in. So all sorts of Japanese stuff. So anyway, Chris, this looks great. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Nice.
And next up on the list, we've got Robert and his 35th scale Nashorn from Dragon.
Nashorn. Up in a winter scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Thanks, Vaughn.
Well, you even put smoke coming out the barrel, so it looks
Yeah,
like it's
look.
just fired around.
You notice he's got two different colors of smoke. You see that?
Yellow smoke?
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Cool. Interesting. Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. I like that.
This is that same display case that Glenn Ellis uses.
I was fixing to say.
I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, this looks familiar. So,
Yeah.
well, cool.
Weird, but that's nice. I like it. Oh, there you go. Nicer shot. Very nice.
Puma. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize he had that many figures in there.
Wow,
Puma
he does.
is
Got a whole crew.
actually it's a relatively well photographed example.
Yes.
What this one is?
Yeah, Puma.
Yeah.
The actual vehicle. I guess there was some German army photographer who took a shining to it. And there are actually a lot of photos taken of this actual vehicle, and I know Bruce Culver actually has photos of Puma in his Panzer colors with Squadron Signal publications.
Yes. That's where I've seen it at.
Cool.
Yep. Cool.
All right. Well, thank you for sending this in, Robert. Looking forward to seeing what you've got for us next time, buddy.
Here we
next
go.
time comes sooner than later. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
All right.
Nice.
This is a diorama, a Panzer II scene.
Cool.
All sorts of figures. And, that grass he's got sitting there, as long as I can plug products that are going to be for sale soon. We talked about that, all the grass tufts and all that kind of stuff that we were going to be doing. And then we kind of went silent on it. And it was kind of my fault because I ordered the clamshell packaging for them.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did, but I ordered the wrong quantity and we didn't have like hardly any. So those are finally going to be here probably next week. And we've got all the product here. We just need packages for them. So that kind of stuff will be coming soon.
Yep.
Oh, this is neat. He's got a picture of
Nice.
the actual scene that he made.
Yeah, there we go. It's always good to have reference showing what you got.
Tom,
Very nice.
is this deja vu, or did we have this conversation in a previous live show
Probably.
where we talked about him ordering clamshells?
Oh, yes,
and we said there's a difference between ordering a 7.5 millimeter drill and a 75 millimeter drill.
Yes. Yeah, I think we've had that conversation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this
Very
is
nice.
cool.
I like the grass, man. That's cool.
You know, knock my desk over. You know, whenever you do a diorama and you have a lot of figures, it always just adds so much.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like an aircraft carrier with a lot of planes. The diorama with a lot of figures is just always cool to see.
It gives it context, and it as a ship modeler, it's something that is really difficult to pull off, because it's very rare, unless you're a 700 guy, to see ships actually in water and done in waterline. And the minute you take them out of their element, something goes away. And I think the same thing happens with armor and
right.
You know, when you put it in an environment with figures and you add that human element to it, it's something that we kind of subconsciously relate to. And then we can figure out scaling and size and distance and things like that. And it just gives it so much more appeal. Did that make any sense?
Oh yeah. And I'm just noticing over here,
definitely.
he's in here with us. He said the grass, he cut them and put them in place. He said it took him about 2 weeks to do that.
I was fixing to say it's going to take you a while to do that.
It's
But
neat.
it looks good.
Well done, Robert. Nice job.
Really good.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Nice job.
And we're not done yet with him. He's got
here's
his
another
third for tonight. So this is a half-track scene. Tamiya kit.
Mm-hmm. 250, 251.
51.
51. Yep.
Yeah,
it's a big hat. It's a bigger track.
Yep.
Nice.
You know, while we're on the topic of half tracks, Brandon, do you have room in the Squadron Museum for a German half track?
A real one?
No.
I mean, we are talking about models here.
Well, I'm talking about a model.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we'll make it fit.
I have a
I know what you have now that you're.
Is it a 16 scale?
1/6 scale scratch built.
1/6 scale. Oh my god!
And it's all scratch built. It was not a kit. So
bring it on.
Did you build
I was just hoping you were going to bring us a real one.
Ooh. Did I build it, Tom? No.
Just asking, man.
I hired this guy to do it for me.
Yeah, right. We all know that's not true.
You all know that's not.
I'll bring it down, and it'll become a permanent part of the Squadron Museum.
It'll look awesome. Well, this is cool. Thank you for sharing this with us. This is really nice. Always love to see. I like the way he's got all the different, the fall leaves, the different colors on the trees.
Yeah,
very cool.
Color.
That's happening right now in Wisconsin.
It is happening right now. Exactly.
Yep.
I'll be more your way than ours.
All right. Well, thank you. Next up, we've got Rob Danielson. This is his Hobby Boss Panzer 1F, 35th scale. Let's check this out. Everybody's using grass tufts and static grass. This is, I mean, it does look good, when you use that stuff. It gives you a little bit of a realism.
Exactly. Gives it a little color, gives it a little realism. Looks nice.
Well, we need the donkey. The donkey's on the box art. We need it standing there.
Yeah, the guy with the donkey. Yeah, that's true.
You guys remember the DML Dragon urban legend about their box art?
What's the urban legend?
There used to be an urban legend myth that when Dragon came out with a new kit, that you always looked in the background of the box art
to see what the next release was going to be.
And whatever vehicle was in the background artwork was going to be whatever their new release was.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm in the dark.
That's
Rob,
not funny, Rob.
Yeah, Was it a Camaro though?
A donkey killed by Camaro. I can assure you it was not a donkey that I hit.
You know, all joking aside, you know, CMK actually makes a 35th scale donkey kit in resin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't Tamiya include one in their farm animals set?
Probably.
I don't know. I just unpacked one today, but I don't remember seeing a donkey in there.
They've got 2 different livestock.
Yeah, they got
animals
more than
set.
just one. Yeah. But yes, CMK
Very nice
does
design.
have a donkey, I believe.
Always been a favorite vehicle of mine.
Yeah. Panzer ones are cool.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Rob, for sending this. And he's got 2 for us to look at tonight. This is his first one.
Nice camo job. I like that.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stug. Yeah.
He's got this attack on the kit, and he put some value gear stowage on it.
Absolutely. Another nice camo job.
Yeah, this is one of the Tacom Blitz kits.
Yep. F8. Very
Yeah,
nice.
He's got my buddy Steve Munzel's value gear on the back.
Yeah, I've used that stuff. It's good stuff.
Well, you can throw a lot of that on. You know,
He makes them for specific kits too.
Right.
Really.
Yeah. And
Very nice.
one of the nicest guys in the hobby.
Yes, he is.
One of the nicest guys in the hobby.
Yes,
We were fortunate. We were across from him, and his tables at Nationals. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and to give you an idea of what kind of guy Steve Munzel is, I was over there, and I had a can of Mountain Dew, which is like one of the few vices I have left, and I did one of these, and it was empty, and I shook the can. I was like, so I threw the can away. He came over and gave me another one. He goes, "No man should be without a Mountain Dew." And he saw that from across the room and walked it over.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Well, we got one more picture of this to look at. I like his little pink flower tree down there in the corner. That's little things like that are, you know, they're just cool to me. But
color.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing is kind of this one tone, the camouflage, and then poof, you got this brightness over here. It sets it off.
That's what you do. Looks good. I like it.
I put this picture last because this is my favorite picture of this from him.
Just
looks cool.
Yeah, I'm a big Stug fan anyway. I love Stugs.
All right, well, that finishes that slide. We'll move on to the next one. And even though I said it was first, Jason, that I was incorrect, but it's now. This is
there you go.
Yeah, this is Jason's Gundam kit. He says this was he painted the frame with Studio G dark iron, and then Alclad. We all know Alclad. Alclad silver, transparent blues and reds and yellows for the color parts, and he used chrome for the silver part. That hollow chromatic color changing kind of chrome. So and then he said that the rifle is Alclad as well. So let's check this out.
Very colorful.
The Gundam stuff, you can build it right out of the box, snap it together, and call it a day, and a lot of people do, and that's great. Or you can do what Jason has done and build it like most of us consider a plastic model kit. You build it, get it all done, and paint it your way. And
paint it your way. Exactly. Very nice colors. Like it. Very well done. Oh, wow. That looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Jeremiah wants to know, Jason, was that hand painted or airbrushed? Let us know down here in the comments. Excellent job, buddy. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Looked great.
Oh, yeah. All right, what do we got next? All right, next up, this one is, remember Anya Shednina from Anya's Workshop? This is hers for this month. This is the Mother of Dragons from Game of Thrones. And what's really cool about this, Jeff, you'll like this. This is completely painted with Squadron colors.
All right.
And this is the part that blows my mind. It's only half airbrushed. She hand painted the. I can't do that. I can't hand paint anyway. But our paint is not really made for that. Yet she came up with this kind of results hand painting.
I've used it. I've hand painted with our paints, and it's a little tricky, but it can be done.
Well, we're looking at it can be done right here. She did a fantastic job.
Yes.
One of the things that we're going to do, guys, is we are creating a section on our website that's going to basically be a showcase of model kits that are painted with our Squadron colors. This model will be in that showcase, and many of you have already sent me stuff. But if you have a model that has been painted with our paint, even if you have already had it in our show and tell before, please send it to me with the information and perhaps the colors that you used, which of our colors you used, so that we can build out this section on our website, to display the models that have used our paints.
I've said it numerous times, and I've said it numerous times over the years that I operated the company solo. I never tried to formulate the paint specifically for brush painting. I always tried to formulate the paint for airbrushing. To try to find that middle of the road so that the average modeler didn't have to worry about ratios and mixing and all of those things. And then it always amazes me how someone can take a bottle of paint that I've created and do something with it that I didn't think was possible. and it just speaks to the talent of some of these people, of all of these people, really, that have used this product and turned just such spectacular results with it. I jokingly say I made this stuff. I created this stuff. I formulated this stuff, and I can't do that with my own paint. I can't achieve that sort of mastery with my own product. And it just blows me away that there is so much talent and skill out there to be able to. I guess both of you guys are guitar players, and I'm sure we have a lot of musicians in our audience. I had a really, really nice, expensive guitar that I played, and I loved it. And a friend of mine asked if he could play it. And he played it and made me look like a complete amateur.
Been there, done that.
Oh, this guy made that guitar sing.
Yep.
And he hands it back to me and he goes, "That's a beautiful guitar." And I'm looking at this guitar going, I can never make that guitar do what he just did. Exactly. And it's the same exact thing. It's just it blows my mind the amount of and it's everyone. I mean, it's Matthew with the middle stone on the P40, and it's it's Dave with the paint that he's putting on his armor models, and the scale colors and Squadron colors. Sorry, Force of Habit. That's probably never going to. And what Anya's doing, and I'm so humbled by the fact that people are turning out such spectacular stuff with my paint.
Oh yeah. And Dave, if you missed, yes, this was half airbrush and half hand painted. So it was a good job, and we look forward to seeing what else she's got for us in future shows. But now we're going to move on to Kenny, and he has done the Fall of France diorama using Tamiya, Dragon, and RT diorama for the wall. And there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, we only got a couple of pictures of this, so we'll stare at this for a minute.
That's very nice.
And you can see in the background, he's replicated it from a photo.
Yep.
Well, actually, you're right, but we'll just go ahead and show the last picture first. There you go.
There you go.
Yep.
The Fall of France.
So it's kind of neat how he uses that for the backdrop of this image.
Yeah.
Good looking.
Oh, yeah.
I like the groundwork. I like the whole thing. Looks great.
I wanted to mention something to everybody. If you want your models to be shown off in our monthly show and tell, you just need to email me at info@squadron.com. And over on our website, up at the top, if you hover over information, when it drops down, you'll see Wednesday Night Live. If you click on that, you'll have all the information of how to submit your models. But I wanted to point something out. So if your models tonight, if you see the pictures and you're like, wow, why do some pictures look better than others? And, perhaps, I mean, honestly, even Anya's picture just then a minute ago was a little grainy, and she knows that. She said she has to take some better pictures. But one of the things that might help you can take really good pictures. I mean, I am not a photographer. Please know that I am not a photographer. But you can take some really good pictures with some fantastic professional equipment. But most of us take pictures with our phones these days.
Yeah.
I know that you can do it on an iPhone, because that's what I have. When you open up your camera, this little button here, if you click that top button, you get some options down here. And by default, it's set to 4:3 aspect ratio. If you will change that aspect ratio to 16:9, that will make your pictures you take automatically be the correct format for our show, so that when we were to go full screen like this, it fills up the entire screen. It's 1980 pixels by 1020 pixels. Did I say that right? No, 1920 by 1080. Yeah, 1080p.
Yeah, 1080 high def.
But you can take good enough pictures with your iPhone, turn it sideways, set that to 16:9 aspect ratio, and fire away. And email those over to me, and we'd love to show off your stuff on the show.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
All right, same guy. He has also done this one for us. Tamiya kit. Yeah, Tamiya kit.
Yeah, Tamiya Panzer one. Good looking. Is that the same one in the diorama?
I was going to say that. I think that's the same one that was in the diorama.
You know what?
504.
Look at that.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Very well done.
So you build a model and then you put it into a diorama.
There you go.
I know a lot of guys who actually will do that. They build the model, they compete with it, and then after the model's won out and they can't compete with it anymore, they put it into a diorama, and then they recycle it.
That's a good idea.
Seen it done.
All right. Well, awesome. Well, next up, I like this one, Jeff, and you already see why I like it.
Oh, wow.
This is James Robinette. He's done a Peter Strasser, which is the German aircraft carrier. I guess it would have been the sister ship to the Graf Zeppelin.
Yep.
And he has used our paint on it. Like I said, I'm always going to point that out, guys. So but anyway, this is super cool because he has put the Hanabu, I believe that's Hanabu 1 and 2. Now, James, in his email, James, you said that one of these, they're 350th scale, Tacom sells or sold, they're discontinued now, a Hanabu set. It came with Hanabu 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
James said that one of those Hanabus was Tacom, but he says the other one is Trumpeter. I
don't remember that.
Yeah, you'll have to email me, James, and tell me what Trumpeter kit that is, because I was, and perhaps, maybe you had some kind of box that said Trumpeter. I don't know. I just want to know, because if Trumpeter made one of those, I got to have one for my stash. I need to know about it. I just figured these were both out of that Tacom kit. So
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but anyway, this is neat.
That's
Let's
cool.
check this kit out.
That's cool. Very nice.
Stukas and Feislers.
Yep.
And ME 109 keys.
Yep. That's just cool.
I think we had that conversation last time too about the 109T.
Yes, I think
most of them were converted. Well, they were all converted back to E configuration and sent to JG5 up in Norway.
Up in Norway, yeah. That's very cool.
That is.
I like that. That's some imagination right there.
Mm-hmm.
I like good imaginations. Cool.
Yeah, great job on that, buddy.
Yep. Nice job.
You made me smile when I opened the email with those pictures.
I bet.
All right. Well, good deal. Looking forward to more from you next time, buddy.
Excellent.
Oh, there we go. There's one last picture of it with no planes on it.
Yeah, it's all clear. Cool.
Very neat. All right. Next up, this is Rob Weilacher.
Wow.
And this is a oldie but a goodie. The old Blue Ridge Models USS Wolverine carrier. This is one of the Great Lakes carriers that they trained on.
Yep.
Yeah, Wolverine and the other one was Saipan. There were just two, right? What? No, not Saipan. Wolverine. Somebody's going to say it in the chat before I can look it up.
There we go.
Wow. I should know this.
Yes.
Stable.
Yes. One of those S words.
It's one of the S.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Ken, Chris, Mark, John.
When we made this kit, it was a very intriguing carrier to me just because of the random aircraft that were flown off of it, most of which ended up in the lake.
Yeah.
The lake, exactly.
Yeah. It's whatever had wings that they could get their hands on. It's like, hey, go out there and fly off of this carrier and see if you can make it back. It's just a very, very cool story. And the fact that these carriers are paddle wheel carriers, it's just very, very interesting.
Very interesting. Cool.
700 scale, just a little bitty kit.
A lot of the naval World War II naval aircraft that we see flying on the air show circuits, especially the Wildcats and the Dauntless that was recently pulled up and restored, most of those bounced off the decks of one of these two ships.
Very cool.
Oh yeah.
Very, very cool.
All right. Well, thank you, Rob, for showing us that.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I got to do this. Brett, said USS Sable.
Right.
It's also his birthday.
Oh.
Brett is my brother from another mother, local club member, lives just a few miles away from me.
Well, there you go. Well,
happy birthday, Brett.
We've got another birthday tonight too, and I'll mention it when his picture comes up.
Gary?
No, Gary. It ain't Gary's birthday. At least not.
Oh, I said this is Gary's.
Yeah, this is Gary. Yeah, this is Gary and his M36 Jackson.
Cool. Nice. Mr. Gary always gets the models done. I don't know how he does it, but he gets them done.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
It must be nice. I can't get them done like that. Good gracious.
Yeah, this is that relatively new kit from Tamiya.
It's a Tamiya kit. Yep. That's nice. Very good. He always does a good job. Yeah, he cranks them out. That's for sure.
Well, every month he's got a new one.
Yep, he does. I don't know how he does it. Like
He's local to you guys?
He is.
Yeah, he's one of the club members.
Rob, this is it's a Tamiya kit. It's relatively new.
Yeah, it's
it came out this year.
Yep.
We had a big stack of them at Nationals in Virginia, and then we didn't come home with any.
This is it.
Yep, that's it. M36.
They just came back in stock today, so go grab you one. It's a goodie.
It is a goodie.
And Gary's done a great job on it here.
Always does a good job. Nice job.
And there's our last look at this one. Thank you for sending this in, Gary. Looking forward to seeing what you got next month, because I know you're going to have something.
Oh, yeah. You'll have
All
something.
right. Next up, we've got Ed Grun, and he has given us another F-16.
16.
Yeah, this was a commission build he did for, if I remember correctly, for his buddy that's his stockbroker.
Oh,
and
wow.
This is now displayed in that gentleman's office. And he wanted the Texas flag, the gunfighters, Lone Star decals and all that. So this is a kinetic kit, 48 scale.
Yep. It's got the star on it. Yep. She's a Texas bird.
Yeah, I love those decals.
Yeah.
It's just cool looking.
Nice job. Very nice.
Yeah, I remember when this kit came out, it was, I think it came out for the Texas Nationals a couple of years ago.
Could be.
Or right there around that. And I just remember the box art for it just looked really cool.
Yes.
But yeah, Darren says that's a hard scheme.
Yeah.
White and red are two of the hardest colors to work with.
Yes.
Throw some yellow in there and you'd have like the
yeah, the trifecta.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
this is great, Ed. Good job with this.
That's a good looking job. Very nice.
All right. Well, thank you, Ed. Looking forward to seeing what you got for us next time. But right now, we're moving on to Carson.
Oh, the Munsters.
Yeah. We always get our nice framed images from him, usually a car, and this time it's the Munster coach.
Yeah, me and my granddaughter built the Dragula.
Okay.
But we never got to the coach yet. We've still got the coach to build.
Was this a Barris car?
I would think it was. I think it was. They put those on the road for car shows. And what's the name of the actor that played Eddie? He always accompanies it when it goes on the road.
Okay.
I met him at one of the local car shows, and they had the Munster coach and the Dragula.
Was that the World of Wheels show?
No, it was actually what's a Coker Tire show. They used to put on a car show in the summertime, and they had the Munster coach and the Dragula there for whatever reason. I guess just for
Okay.
Butch Patrick.
Butch Patrick. That's correct. That's him. Yes.
So here's, if we read what he says over here, so the body, he actually didn't paint it. He just polished it.
Oh, okay. All right. I can't remember I've still got one in a box downstairs, so I haven't looked at. I think it does come black. You're right.
Yeah, that's cool. So you just polished it up?
Yep.
Heck, if you hadn't told me, I'd have never known.
No. Looked good to me.
Yeah, this is great. All right. Well, thank you for sending this in, buddy. This looks good.
I'll have to build my Raider coach sometime.
All right. Well, next up, this is an interesting one. So Lance Burrow, he has two kits for us to look at. And his thing he likes to do is build a specific, in the case of the images tonight, aircraft, and have the pilots or the crew or all of them sign as models.
There you go.
And that's what he's done here.
Yep.
As you can see, and then we'll take a look at the whole helicopter here.
Yep.
Wow.
Big Huey.
Yeah. So everybody likes to collect different things and do that, and I got some autographs from some people that I like, but I mean, this is awesome. I mean,
cool.
why not build them? I got I got Lucky Luckadoo's autograph, and that was very cool.
Oh yeah.
It would have been really cool to have had him sign a model of his plane. So the fact that he's able to build this helicopter and have the pilot sign it, that's just
and then
special,
the fact that he's got, he mentioned that he had Colonel Hal Moore and Command Sergeant Major Plumley. Wow. I mean,
that's cool.
That's Army royalty right there, guys.
Got that right.
Well, here's his others.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Roscoe Brown.
Yeah. Cool.
Roscoe was a very dear friend of mine.
Really? Okay.
Really?
When I ran the Air Museum for the state of New Jersey for a dozen years, and Roscoe was the he was the president of college in New York City, and
Okay.
the name eludes me now. And Roscoe was from New Jersey originally, as was Lieutenant Calvin Spann. And we did a fighter pilot symposium, and I asked these guys to come over and be guest speakers. And of course, we did it for we did a Tuskegee program as well, and absolutely one of the nicest men that you will ever meet. Both he and Cal Spann were just absolutely amazing human beings.
Cool.
Well, this is neat, and that's Lane's thing. There's a shot of the actual models on the top side.
Yeah,
nice.
So, yeah, I mean the cool thing here is obviously that they're signed by those guys, but they're nice models too.
Yeah.
Did a fantastic job building these. So,
Definitely.
thank you for showing us these. And he said he's got a whole collection of these things, so he's going to send us some more for next month. And so,
Cool.
Very
looking
cool.
forward to see who else you've got to sign your models.
Absolutely.
All right, next up, we got Chris and his B-17. This is Alice from Dallas. And this is the Revell kit. Revell, monogram, whatever
Yep.
it was.
Revelogram.
Yeah.
You've never heard that?
Oh, I have. Just hadn't heard it in a while. But he said that he used the decals from Edward's Bloody Hundredth kit because he's got that too that he's intending on building. But here we go with the firsts again. He needed to get a model finished. He hadn't finished one in a while, and he just said, I got to finish something. And and this one fit the bill for him. So this was kind of his practice to get back in the swing of things. And then he's going to work on that Edward B-17 later. But this is what he's got for now, and I think it looks great.
Good to me. Yeah, Monogram and Revell both put out B-17s.
Yep.
I think the Revell kit was
the G model.
A G. Was it a G? Did it have a chin turret?
Was it G? Yep. And then the
I
Revell
thought that was the Monogram kit.
F. Oh, I'm sorry. Revell was the F.
Revell did
and
the
then
F.
Monogram did the G. Yeah.
Right. And they were pretty close to the same type of interior. I think the Monogram kit was a little more detailed than the Revell kit, but the Revell kit, like I say, was my favorite version. I like the Fs myself.
Yeah. When Edward came out with the 48th, the new 48 scale, and then subsequently, was it HK that came out with the other?
I think I've got an HK. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind that the Edward kit is the HK kit.
It's an HK kit. Yes, exactly.
These kits, there's absolutely nothing wrong with either the Monogram or the Revell kit.
No.
In 48 scale, for their time, they were cutting edge. They've held up extremely well for being in production for over 50 years.
For a long time.
And obviously, I mean, new releases and we've gotten, as modelers, we've gotten more demanding of quality and detail and things of that nature. At the end of the day, they still hold up and they still build into really nice models.
They make nice kits, believe
Well, I mean, look at this.
Panel line things you got to do if that's your thing. But yeah, it's
good to me.
Jason is going to get a Monogram G to cannibalize interior parts. Jason, I will bring one down for you when I come down in January. I have 8 of them. I have 8 of them sitting over there on the shelf.
Yep.
Oh, I just thought of something. The reason this is wheels up, he said this is going to hang in his office.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yep.
Cool. Nice.
Nicely done.
Like it a lot.
Well, thank you for showing that. Looking forward to seeing that Edward kit when you get it finished.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we've got Eli von Hilvort, if I'm saying that correct. And Jeff, you know this guy.
I do. I do.
Yeah. So you told him to send some pictures, and he did.
Well, if you remember, Eli was the guy that was the young man at the Nationals at Virginia. The one that you gave away the baby in the bath water and the tub and the sink and the whole.
That's this.
That's him.
That's
him.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep. I'm hoping that he's watching tonight.
Okay.
You know, I spent the day with him at the Duneland show right before I destroyed the Camaro, and hung out with him and his dad.
Cool.
And really just such. It's great to see such enthusiasm from a young modeler. I think he's only 13. Hey. And he had models in the competition, and I believe that he placed as well in the juniors category. He had a really he had the Sturm Tiger, which is now done, and he had a Sherman Firefly maybe, or M4A 376.
Okay.
Very nicely done. So yeah, he's kind of become our de facto junior. Him and Beans have become our de facto junior sponsors.
There you go.
Model sponsors, you know.
Well, you mentioned this is now done. Well, you know, we got a finished picture of it too.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
There you go.
There she blows.
There it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
very nice.
Done by a 13-year-old.
Well, yeah.
I'm just gonna quit now.
Yep.
No, don't do that.
Oh man, Eli, this is great, buddy. This is
very nice.
This looks fantastic.
Yep.
And he used Squadron paint.
Yes,
that's the icing on the cake.
Well, now you do need to tell this story over again. You know, you do need to tell this story from the Nationals, because you and I both had a hand in it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the kid was awesome. He came by every day, and his mom brought him in, and he'd find him some stuff, you know, whatever he was looking for. And by the end of the show, I'm like, you know, I've seen this kid every day for the past few days, and found out that his dad, you know, got hurt and, you know, wasn't able to walk around the whole show and stuff. I'm like, wow. So I asked the kid, I said, what do you like? And he said, I like armor. So we walked around, and I was, you know, how do you like this? He says, well, that's cool. And I said, here, it's yours. And he's like, whoa. You know, and then, you know, you're talking about your value gear, buddy. He saw what was going on. He walked over in the booth. He said, well, here, I got to jump on the bandwagon here. Have some stowage.
Gave him a bunch of stuff. And then Brandon looks at me and goes, set him up with paint, whatever he needs.
Yeah. So, the only requirement was you got to build these things and paint them. And look, here we are.
There you go.
Finished models, and it looks absolutely great. So keep it up, buddy. You're doing great. And I
will be seeing Eli and his parents again next weekend, not this coming, but next weekend at the WAM show, which is the Winnebago area automotive modelers up in Oshkosh, which is his hometown. So I will be seeing them at the show in next week.
Good deal.
Cool.
Well, keep it up, buddy. You're doing a good job. Looking forward to seeing more work from you soon. All right. Next up, we've got Dave Sanchez, and he's got a KV2 for us this time, 35th skill. And you know it's a Tamiya.
Big old nasty KV2. I love that tank.
Oh, yeah.
Big old turret. Big old turret. Yep.
I mean, I understand the logic, but I mean, can you make a bigger target to aim at?
That's pretty true. I mean, you know.
What? I mean, it's a big gun, but what were they thinking?
Hey, they thought bigger was better, I guess.
It just says aim here, you know. How do you miss?
It makes for a great model, though. And, you know, we always say the uglier the real thing was, the better model it is.
Real prehistoric looking, you know.
Yeah. There's an old saying when I used to go shooting with my father, who was my father was a long range marksman, and I would miss a shot, and he'd say, you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn door with a shovel. And because but I mean, you don't even need a shovel. I mean, this thing is so big.
It's huge. But it is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one of the one of the older kits of that tank, and I just think it's great.
Yeah. Yep. Can you imagine what the Germans must have thought?
Oh God.
You know, you're putting around in a little Panzer III with a little 50mm gun on it,
Yeah.
or a 37mm gun, and you see this thing roll up over the top of the hill.
What in the world we got there?
I like how he's got his streaks coming off the top. I mean,
It's got rain
looks
streaks.
real. Yeah.
That's cool. Very nice.
Be interested to know how you did that, Dave. That's
That's taking a monotone
real,
color and making it look right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great job, Dave. Oh yeah. And we end up he always displays the models with the Squadron pin. So that's a nice touch. Thank you for that. Very, very nice, Dave. Looking forward to seeing what you got for us next time, buddy.
Very well done.
All right. Next up, we've got talking about somebody that knows how to crank out model kits. Danny he might be king of that statement.
I have never seen a more, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a Renaissance modeler. This guy builds everything. Fire truck, ship, fire truck, tank, fire truck, ship. I mean, he's all over the place.
Yep. Figure, submarine, car.
Yeah.
And he does them fast, and they're good, and he knocks them out. Now, this particular one is painted pink. This is his pink fire truck. If any of you guys were following him on the Facebook group, and he's done this pink, for the breast cancer awareness. And what I thought was interesting, the hose in the back, that's the shoestring.
It's a shoestring.
Absolutely freaking brilliant.
Yeah.
It just looks,
it's perfect.
It's just like what you would think.
Model builders are the masters of invention. I mean,
exactly.
When you, and if anyone's ever seen a collapsed fire hose,
what they look like?
They're flat. They look like shoestrings. Yeah. Brett just nailed it. Genius idea. That's
perfect.
Genius level.
Yep. Awesome.
Yep. Very well done.
You don't even have to take the little plastic part off the end. You just have to paint it silver and then put a little hand wheel on it, and you got your hose nozzle.
You got the hose nozzle. Exactly. Nope.
You know, with all this excitement, I totally forgot to see. Okay, monogram, 32 scale.
Monogram kit.
I'm just looking at it. I just totally forgot to think about what scale and what brand it is. So
Jeff's just wound up over here. So sorry.
All right. Well, that is very cool, Danny. And next, this is one of my favorites because
there you go.
You know, it's a big German gun.
It's a big gun.
Good old Carl kit.
Yep.
And hey, look, Squadron primer.
There you go.
And then he used Mr. Color to do the main.
Finish it out. Yep. Cool.
Well, that's actually interesting because Mr. Color that's the Gunzi paint, I presume.
Yeah, it works just like Tamiya does. It's that acrylic lacquer.
Yeah.
I was thinking of MRP, the lacquer.
No. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. Always love seeing these little things.
Oh, yeah.
This little, was it 72 scale? Yeah, 72 scale. Assuming it's the Hasegawa kit, that was one of the first models I ever built.
Yeah, it looks like the Hasegawa kit.
Mm-hmm.
I built one years ago.
Really? Me too. It was one of the first ones, and I got the Edward photo etch set for it, and I used like one piece out of it, and I thought I was so cool because I had glued a piece of photo etch on a model kit.
There you go.
Well, you were cool.
Yeah. Oh, it was that piece there, the little grate.
The grate, yeah.
Yeah, that's the little piece. Man, it was so satisfying. I'm like, whoa.
Makes it right here.
Danny says it's the Hobby Boss kit.
Oh, okay.
Hobby Boss kit. Okay, Hobby Boss kit. Cool.
The Hobby Booze kit.
The Hobby Booze kit. Okay.
Nah, he's just having a hard time typing, and I'm making fun of him.
I know, just being mean.
All right. So, like Jeff said, Danny is all over the place on what kind of models he built. Now he has done a 700 scale. Talk about something small. U-boat. Yeah, this is a tiny little guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's got a good shadow, though.
Oh, wow. You're right.
I like the shadow. I think that's cool. I do like that.
Yeah, nice. And these, unless Danny proves me wrong again, I think these are Hobby Boss kits, too.
Yep.
They do a bunch of those.
Yep. Very nice.
I was at a show once I can't remember where it was for the life of me, but someone did I guess it would be considered a diorama, but he did 700 scale submarines, and he did one German and one US, and he started out like with the turtle, the Civil War, or the Revolution.
Oh, yeah.
And then he did the Hunley, and then and he started with like the Civil War or the Revolutionary War, the first submarine, and he ended with the Seawolf, and he did all of these subs in 700 scale, all sailing in a line.
Oh,
and they
that's
did the
cool.
same thing with the German boats, and he had them all lined up. It was really really cool to see.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you for sending those, Danny. I would say I hope you have something for us next month, but I know that you will. So looking forward to seeing what it is. All right. A few more slides to go. And next up on the list, we've got Michael and his Stuka 72 scale.
I always love this scheme.
Yeah, the Snake Stuka's cool.
Yeah, I like his little base. Notice the bicycle leaning up against the tree.
Oh yeah.
Just a little thing, you know. But
Stuka's a big airplane.
It is a big airplane.
They have an original hanging in the Chicago Museum of Science and Technology.
Hope to get there this year or next year, excuse me.
And you really don't grasp how big the airplane is until you see it in person. Yep. Yeah, and Vondra was just there last weekend.
Cool. Nice.
There we go. There's the kit. Yep.
Yep. I built the 24th scale MPC knockoff of the Airfix kit.
Yep.
That's a big one.
It's a
great
airplane.
kit.
It
It's
is a nice kit. Very nice kit.
Full interior and
yes.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Well, very nice. Thank you for sending that in. Next up, we've got Derek, and he has an original mummy from Aurora, and then he's got the Wolfman and Dracula that Monogram reissued
Right.
from the original molds years later.
Yep.
But check this out.
Very nice.
So the way that he did his background is kind of interesting. He pulled up pictures that he liked on his computer screen,
right,
and used his computer screen as the backdrop for his images.
Put the model in front of the computer screen.
Yeah,
very nice. I have to try that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Well, I could get into a lot of trouble with that.
I bet.
But see, with that, you can change the background on the fly.
That's just cool.
So there's his Wolfman.
Wow.
He said his Wolfman, he wired LED lights into his eyes.
Oh, wow.
So that he can do this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Shadow effect. Very nice.
That with the backlit from the monitor with the
that
is
it looks cool.
That looks nice.
And here's his mummy. That's cool. Jason said Lugosi's birthday was this week.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. There you go. There's his three monsters.
Fantastic.
Very nice. I was a big fan of those kits back in the day. They were just fun.
Well, he's done a great job on this. So thank you for showing us that, and very, very interesting way to make your backdrops. I have not seen that.
Cool.
Hope to see more of it. That's cool, buddy. So
very cool.
Thank you for sending it. Next up, this is the guy whose birthday is today. So he was not sure he was going to be able to see us live tonight. So if you're in here, happy birthday. If you catch it on the replay, happy birthday. But anyway, he's got his 48 scale Hobby Boss version of the F-105 this month. And you've probably seen some of the work in progress pictures. He likes to post pictures when he gets his seat done or the cockpit or whatever. But this is everything all bundled up and finished now.
Wow.
Big 105 fan. I love them. They're beautiful.
Another huge airplane.
Yes, a very large airplane. I'll have to get my twin seat uh, and bring it to the shop someday and take some pictures of it. Put it on
All
show
right.
and tell.
Well, you know what's going to happen.
What?
I got one of these in 32nd scale.
That figure. Well, I do too.
Well, I got to build it yet. So
Yeah, me too.
Let's see. B-24 dragster.
Dragster.
Thunder. Oh, boy.
Yeah, just line them up.
Yep.
But yes, I'm a big Thud fan. They're just beautiful airplanes.
He always does such good work on his interiors on these
Oh
things.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Mine's the old monogram kit, and I had to scratch build the seat in mine. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
What a great airplane.
Yes. I think Atlanta was one of the last squadrons to fly those things back in the early 80s.
So this is kind of a sad story. It goes back to the museum that I ran, the New Jersey Aviation Hall of Fame. We got permission to pull 6 aircraft in total off the gunnery range at Aberdeen Proving Grounds back in the day to use as display aircraft. And the first one that we pulled was an OV-1. And then we had an A4. We had an F-105 that we were slated to disassemble and bring up and put on display. And it was the Georgia Peach.
Yep. Georgia Peach. Yep.
And I don't know if we never got to it. Our funding ran out.
Oh.
And I don't know. Georgia Peach was the last F-105 to fly in the Air Force. I don't know if that airframe was ever salvaged.
I saw that aircraft down in Atlanta.
So it was
on the line. On the line. It was in actual. It was in actual operation.
Yeah, but when we were getting aircraft to pull, Georgia Peach was the one that was selected for us because she was in the best condition, and they were going to use her as a target. They were going to use her as a gunnery target. I don't know if that aircraft was saved or not.
I don't know.
I'm hoping that it was.
Yeah, for real.
But I never put the Georgia Peach connection together with you guys until just now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
There you go. Well, this looks fantastic.
Yep.
Thank you for sending it in. Next up, we've got Tim. He's got a couple of kits for us to look at. First up, these are 144 scale, KC-97.
Yep.
Yeah, this is an Academy kit. A very interesting looking plane.
Yeah. Tanker version of the B-50.
Yeah, kind of based on like a B-29, B-50. Yep.
Another huge airplane.
It looks like a fish of some sort.
You know, most of the kits that come out in 144 scale, they are massive airplanes because even in that small scale, they're still big models.
Yeah. That's a pretty plane. That's a good looking job.
Oh yeah. And he's got it's funny you mentioned that. Let's see. Yeah, here you go. So he scratch built or kit bashed a B-50.
B-50.
Yes, exactly.
So we'll look at the last couple of pictures of this, and then we'll look at that.
Yep.
And going back to what you said earlier, Tom, about any metal finish that comes out good is a good job, well done, and this is great.
Yep, very, very well done.
Well, that does look good. Now, this one is also the same scale. He said he kit bashed this from a Fujimi B-29 and an Academy C kit. He said that he sent me a whole, and guys, you got to forgive my voice tonight. My throat's just going out today. But anyway, he went through all the parts that he had to cut off, and I thought you'd get a kick out of that, Tom, since you're the resident kit basher around here.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good looking job. I like it. I wonder if that's like the Alaskan scheme right there. That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very well done. Nice.
Yep. Love those metal finishes.
Oh gosh, you can do that, you're really doing something else. I like good metal finishes.
Yeah, Frank says brilliant metallics.
Brilliant metallics, exactly. Very well done.
Well, cool. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. Next up, we've got John and his Normandy, USS Normandy, that he built from a Dragon kit. And tonight is a big night of firsts. This is his first model after a 12-year break from modeling.
I think he knows what he's doing.
John is another personal friend of mine. He's from Chicago area and comes up to the house every once in a while. And he served aboard the Normandy.
Oh, okay. There you
go. He was an officer on aboard. I think he was a weapons officer aboard Normandy, and they just retired her. Normandy was just decommissioned a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And he was there. And I actually have the paint geek. John told me he was going to the retirement decommissioning ceremony because the good captain can still fit into his Class A's, unlike some of us who can't fit into our Class A's anymore. But and he says, do you want any of the memorabilia hat? I said, get me a paint chip off the ship. So he actually did. I actually have haze gray paint chips from the Normandy. Nice. And I matched it up against our haze gray, and it's spot on perfect.
Spot on. How about it? You done it right.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you for sending that. He's sent us another one too. This is a Bearcat. 48 scale that he also used Squadron colors on. But, I say Squadron colors. These would most likely have been your original scale colors.
He does say OG scale colors.
Yep.
So he used the original bottle.
The old stuff. The old bottles, I should say. Old school bottles. Well, good deal. This looks nice.
Nice. Pretty bird. Very well done.
And unlike everything else, that's a tiny airplane. The Bearcat is a small airplane compared to...
It's a very small plane, that's for sure.
Wow. Well, however big it is, this looks great. So thank you for sending that. Next up, we've got Dale, and he's done this diorama, and it's kind of interesting. So let's check this out.
Wow.
A lot of stuff going on in this thing.
A lot of things going on there. Yep.
My little girl was in here. She's 6. She was in here when I was putting the show together, and she walked in when I happened to be putting these slides on, and she goes, "Is that a skeleton?" Like, yes, yes, it is.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, she was. Halloween. I mean, she loved it. She's like, "That's cool." She's like, every model should have skeletons.
Like, skeletons in
okay.
There. No doubt. Very well.
Every one of my models has a skeleton, but it's a skeleton in the closet, so it's a little different.
Tiger ones.
There are some guys that do dioramas, and they have something, whatever it is, and they always put one. They hide it in their diorama somewhere, whatever.
An Easter egg.
Yep. A little Easter egg, and it's always the same. Right.
Nice.
But this is neat. I do like this a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I am curious where that skeleton came from, because I don't know if it's a kit or a 3D thing, or if he scratch built it or whatever, but it looks cool.
Yep. Coat.
Yeah, this goes right along with a few weeks ago when we were talking about dioramas all night. Just there's so much you can do with this when you start putting all the rubble and everything in. It's just no end to what can be done.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's crazy when you see dioramas, because people will automatically think that there's too much going on, and it kind of overwhelms the scene.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is, if you've ever seen or been in an environment like this, 99% of the time, there's never enough stuff going on.
Right.
Because it's just so inundated. But to see like the way he's got the rubble, and then he even went so far as to the way the beams have fallen and the door frame has fallen down. The even destruction is, despite it being chaos, there's even like organization to the destruction. Beams fall a certain way and walls fall down and collapse a certain way, and it's really
well. I agree with you. It looks great. So thank you for sending that.
Nicely done.
We'll move along to the next one here and try to pick up the pace just a little bit because we still got a good bit to go. And I know it's I see the clock, but I'm gonna try to fit everybody in. Tom Dean has done a 350th scale Casablanca class carrier. Yeah, I guess that must be a Hasegawa kit. Aren't they the ones that did that? Or am I thinking wrong?
I think you're right. I think it's.
Did they labeled it as Gambier Bay? I think.
Yeah. But now you got me all confused.
Yeah, he said this was his dad's ship.
Oh, okay.
So he's got it displayed with his dad's flag.
Yep.
So that's really cool.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. John says, yes, it's Hasegawa.
Hasegawa. Okay. Cool.
Because Dragon did the Independence class, which is the CVL. So I get those. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is great, buddy. Thank you. That's an awesome way to display the model for sure.
Exactly.
All right. Next up, we've got Mike, and he's done an A4 from a Hasegawa kit. Marked up as the Bandits.
Yep. Nice paint job.
These are the guys. Aren't these the guys that did the OP4 for Miramar for Top Gun?
Looks like it. Nice job.
I think these are the guys that did they did dissimilar opposition force training for the Top Gun program.
They played the bad guys.
Yep.
Cool.
We've just got these two pictures, so.
Nice job.
Not a lot to see, but what's there looks fantastic.
Scooter's an amazing airplane.
A4s are just cool.
All right. Well, good deal, Mike. Thank you for sharing those.
Very well done.
Good deal.
Well done, Mike.
All right. Well, next we've got another little diorama from MASH.
Little MASH.
Built out of a Revell kit, 35th scale.
Oh, yeah. I think I've still got one of those in a box somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Is that Radar with his teddy bear? Yeah, that's it. Cool. Got Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye out there. And got the tent and everything. That's cool. Very nice. Hot Lips. That's who it is. Hot Lips.
That's cool.
Nice.
Very nice. Up next, we've got his Cat and Crab, which Squadron colors again.
Yay.
Specifically the Delta.
They have a 1/6 scale of one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I painted it up camo.
Oh, you did one?
I did one. I painted it up. It's one of those 21st century toys that they put out back in the day, and I painted it up. I think it was gray, and I painted it up camouflage.
Well, Dragon made a 1/6 scale kit.
It might have been their kit. I can't remember what it was.
Heck, they may have shared it with 21st Century.
They probably did.
Yeah, 21 probably offered it as a pre-painted thing, and Dragon probably offered it as the
kit.
Yeah, the kit.
The kit form, yeah. You're right, probably. I'd love to have one of those for real.
You'd drive it to work, wouldn't you?
I would drive it to work. It is just cool.
Well, this looks great. And thank you for sending that, buddy. Up next, we've got two pictures to see from Kimberly. And this is an old warehouse diorama that she did a while back that she wanted to share with us. So we'll check this out. A lot of dioramas tonight. I love it.
Nice stuff.
Yeah, so she's got, and she sent me pictures. This is one of the ones I talked about, the work in progress stuff. She's working on another diorama now with some other scratch built buildings. So I'm sure we'll see those in the coming months. She likes doing these scratch-built buildings and does a great job at them for sure.
Oh yeah, nice. When I worked at the model shop back in the day, I made a grist mill
Okay.
for a customer that was going to run a historical barge up and down the Ohio
Right.
River, and they called it the Ohio River Days. And they wanted our company to build a grist mill. So I went up to Cates Cove and got drawings from that one up there, and it actually operated. It
No.
actually ran water through it and spun the wheel and turned the stone on the inside.
Very good.
It's
Okay.
very cool. I enjoyed that job.
All right. Well, next up, we've got Jay Banks Haley and his 72 scale Rodin kit. And, Rodin makes some interesting things, some very cool stuff. But, we always say on here, you can't go wrong with a Tamiya kit. He's used to Tamiya kit. So he specifically wanted to point out that this is not a Tamiya kit. He said he had to work with it to get it to fit together in a few spots, but at the end of the day, it came together, and he's happy with it. And as you can see, it looks really nice.
Fine to me. Looks
Yep.
good. Little 8-wheeler.
Oh yeah.
Nice command car.
So next, though, he's got us a plane to look at.
Ooh, 26.
167 scale. Talk
Like
about
an old monogram kit.
That's exactly what it is. Atlantis has reissued this kit, so it's a current kit again under Atlantis.
I remember building it as a kid. Thought it was
Really?
cool. Oh yeah. Mine didn't look like that though.
This looks great.
That looks very nice.
I mean, you wouldn't guess that this is such an old, tooled up kit, just looking at this.
Nice job. Very nice.
He did a great job for sure.
No doubt. Very nicely done.
And what's the category at Nationals where you build 3 different things from 3 different categories?
Triathlon.
Triathlon. Okay, well, that's what he's going for tonight because his third entry is a ship.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is 700 scale, Arleigh Burke.
Yep.
USS
cool.
Durham.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
A lot of 700 scale Hobby Boss entries tonight.
Yeah, there has been. All good looking stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for sending those in. I know that you'll have something for us to look at next month, too, so I will be looking forward to it. Next up, we've got Terry. He's done that moon suit. He's got 2 of them in the same scene with a concept vehicle from 1960 thing. And I thought it was interesting that his base, he used mortar mix and small gravel to make his base.
Like the moon to me.
Yeah.
I love it. They're looking at one of the probes they sent on the moon.
It's neat.
That's cool. I like that. That is very cool.
Yeah,
very 50s or 60s look.
When that kit came out a year ago or so, whenever it was, I thought this is a wacky looking kit. Now to see 2 of them in the same scene, that's really neat.
Plus, the early model rover running around out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a model A.
Yeah.
Model T moon, Model M moon rover.
Whatever. Yeah. Very early model moon rover. That's just cool. I love it. Very nice.
Thank you for sending this in, Terry. It looks great. Very cool. Very different. Certainly.
Yes. I like it.
All right. Next up, we've got Tom, retired commander from the Navy. And these 3 planes that he built are all planes that he flew.
Yep.
So just a little interesting fact there. This is 72 scale Phantom. He's got that looking nice. And up next, he's got a Buckeye.
Little Buckeye, yep.
Mm-hmm. And he likes his 72 scale stuff. So that's what he builds. And we've only got one look at each of these planes. So well, not moving through him too fast on purpose, just only have one picture of each. But I like the fact that, he builds things that he flew. That's always interesting.
Okay.
Whenever you go to the model shows and you're hanging around the table, you'll a lot of times hear people talking about, I flew that, or we were talking about Glenn Ellis earlier. A couple of months ago, he showed the Abrams. He built that because that's what he drove, and it's always cool, these types of models that you operated it, or Dave Sanchez was talking about, he worked on those. It always comes with a story. And I got to move on because I see Jeff's here. He's I got a story.
No, I was just thinking if I were to do that, the only thing I could build models of would be kites, because that's the only thing I've ever flown.
Oh man!
And I've been told numerous times to go fly a kite.
Go fly one. There you go.
I was just laughing at my own joke. So
his last one here is a T-28, the Trojan.
Yep. Nice Trojan. I built the old monogram kit years ago on a commission job for a gentleman.
Okay.
It looked just like that. It looks a quarter scale model,
There you go.
The old monogram kit, but that's not the monogram kit. That's 72nd scale.
Yeah, a little bitty one. Nice. Very nice, though. So thank you for sending those. Looking forward to seeing more from you in the future. All right, another F-16. That's 3 of them tonight.
Yeah.
I know this guy. It's another one of our local guys.
There you go. Well, this is yet again a Tamiya kit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we got to start taking tabs on how many Tamiya kits are in the show and tell. It's got to be close to half of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nice looking.
I love his base. This is very, very nice presentation.
Yeah, very good presentation base.
Bryce does
very cool scheme. Very nice, gorgeous.
Alaska.
Mm-hmm. Cool stuff.
Yeah, there are so many cool schemes for the F-16.
Oh yeah.
But this is, every time I see one of these built and painted up, it's always just one of my favorites.
I will see Bryce this weekend at the Mad City Club meeting in Madison.
Cool.
Well, tell him that he did a good job on this.
Yes, he did.
I will.
Very nice job.
Tell him right now. Actually, he's probably in the room. So
I can do that. Yeah, I can call him. I can send him a text message.
It looks very nice. So
yeah.
Well, thank you for sending that in. Looking forward to more from you, buddy. And we don't have to wait very long. Here we go. More from you. A main kit, the Growler.
18 coming in.
Oh, yep. I stuck an extra 7 on the end of that EA. This is an EA 187. Oops.
Yeah, there we go.
EA 18G Growler.
Yep. Very nice. Very, very nice.
I have seen this aircraft in person. He had it at a club meeting 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, the decal work on the tail is just fantastic.
Looks like it.
Very
These
well.
bases he's got going on with all the patches and everything. This is very just nice presentation.
Good presentation bases.
Uh-oh, that was it. That was it for that model, but not that for him. So got a Sherman from him as well.
E8 bird. Okay. E8. Yep. I like his figures. Oh, wow. The guy on the 50 looks like he's serious.
Yeah.
Everybody who picked up the handles of a 50 was serious. Yeah.
No doubt this one's serious.
Modus makes you a believer.
Yeah. It will. It'll draw your attention for sure. I like
it. It looks. I mean, it's like looks real.
I got to be honest. It is Wisconsin. He probably just went out to his front yard, put a bunch of snow on a piece of wood, and stuck his model in it.
Stuck his model on it. It looks nice.
It is Wisconsin.
Quick, take a picture before it melts.
Before it melts.
It really does look real. Yeah. That's very, very cool. Very well done.
I like it a
Bryce
lot.
does great work.
Figures look fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love it. Got the spent casings on the back of the engine deck. I like it. Looks really good.
You remember Matt Mathis? He built the P-47.
Yep.
And the B-26 for us. Bryce is his partner in crime.
Oh, okay.
Those two are always getting into trouble together.
Yeah, well, there you go.
They're part of the brain trust of
Okay.
State Line area modelers. We just went to
Gotcha.
their show recently. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, this is great.
E8. Nice E8. I like it.
Yeah, Dave made a point. It feels cold.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you look at a model and it gives you the shivers,
Yeah,
you've done it
he's
right.
done it right. He's done it right. It makes you feel like you're there.
Gosh, I can't get over that snow.
Huh?
It just looks good. I don't know.
This looks good. Exactly.
Sometimes the silliest little things capture my attention, and I like your snow.
Do it
All
right.
right.
It's good.
Well, cool. Well, that looks great. Thank you for sending that. That looks great. Your planes look great. And that's going to move us to our last slide. How you like that? Starting with John with a B-18.
B-18. Yep.
And in his last couple of pictures, he puts a P-36 in there for scale.
Okay. There you go. Oh, yeah. I like that paint scheme. That's
yeah.
good.
Very different.
It looks like some of the early tries for camouflage schemes back, maybe, I don't know, in between wars.
I think they called it the HADS. It was Hawaiian Air Defense Scheme.
Okay.
I mean, it may be earlier than that, but I know that B-10s, B-18s were painted in a lot of this.
Yeah.
And they were specific to the Hawaiian area.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. Cool. Nice.
Yeah, that's a very interesting color.
Yeah, but I like it.
Oh, I like it. It's just
really cool looking.
We've had a lot of unique, interesting schemes tonight.
Very nice.
And I like his, I don't know what he's got going on in the background.
It does. It looks good.
It's a reflection off it's a reflection off the sweep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, it looks cool.
It just adds to it. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as interesting as Mountbatten Pink. Thanks, Jason. I thought we could get through a show without hearing about Mountbatten Pink.
Hey, and it wasn't me that brought it up. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it, buddy.
You owe me a Coke. You owe me a Coke.
Oh, gosh. All right. Well, cool. This is very neat. And I appreciate you sending that in. Next up, we've got Scott. And he's got an F-14 for us to look at.
Air Pirate.
Oh, yeah. Do some master model stuff on it. AK paint, Alclad paint, and he creates his own display bases.
Cool.
That you'll see in the last picture here.
Yep. Got it weathered up very nicely.
Stencils everywhere.
Oh, they're everywhere.
That really makes something like this pop, though. You know, you see two of these things side by side. One's got all the stencils, one doesn't. It just makes a huge difference.
Oh, yeah. I love F-14s.
Takes forever to do, but it's worth it. And he's done a fantastic job here.
That's my favorite Groot.
I thought that looked familiar. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at it going, this airplane looks familiar. And then I look over there on my shelf and there's Aircraft 200. This is 201.
201.
Aircraft 200 is sitting on the shelf right over there.
Go.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, this is cool.
I like that. That's one of my favorite schemes. That and the Sundowners.
Yeah, this is my oldest son. This is his favorite plane. One of the only models he's built, his very first model. I want to build a Tomcat. But it is a cool plane. That's why I'm looking forward to this new kit from Tamiya coming out. It's just going to be really, really neat to see what they've done with it in 72 scale.
Oh, yeah.
But there's the last picture here of his.
Nice.
Sitting on his base that he made.
Very nice.
So very, very cool. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, cool.
All right. Next up, we've got Leonard. We have not had Leonard on the show until for the past couple of months. A few months ago, for a couple of months in a row, he had sent us in some historical figures. That's what he likes doing.
Right.
This one, of course, is Lee and Jackson.
Yep. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Another example of people that can do things that I can't.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much every show and tell for me, the whole thing. But
nah, don't beat yourself up.
Well, I always mention the figures in that regard because I personally enjoy doing figures. And I just, one day I'd like to be this good.
Well, just keep practicing.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you can do.
I love how he's got his base going too. Look at that map.
Yeah.
I mean, he painted it.
That's just cool. I like the weathering on the boots too. I think that's really nice.
Right.
Good weathering on the boots.
Yeah, weathering on black is something that
it's a trick to do, no doubt. Very nice. Very well done.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sending that. And all that we have left now are 3 more. Mine, yours, and yours.
Mine, yours, and ours.
Yeah, mine, yours, and ours. So
whatever.
Mine is first. It is a figure. It's a Catwoman, Batman. And talking about figures and not being able to weather black or shade black, any shading that you think you might see on those boots or her hair, that's just the light. Because
that's just the light.
I tried so many times to do whatever it is you're supposed to do with black in her hair. So every time I tried it, it just looked horrible. So I just said, you know what? I'm just going to spray it black and leave it.
Leave it alone. Well, it looks good to me.
Work. Yeah.
Brandon?
Yeah.
50 Shades of Gray.
Well,
50 Shades of Gray.
Every time you, with all jokes aside,
he didn't catch the pun.
No, I caught the joke. With all jokes aside, though, that's yours. Every time that I've talked to Anya, talked to Randy about doing this kind of stuff, they literally show me how to shade black on a figure like this, and I watch them do it, and they say, "Here, you try." It just doesn't work. I do the same thing they do, and it doesn't work. So I'll keep trying, and maybe one day. But
you can do it.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
You'll get there.
For now,
it looks good to me.
Oh, it looks fine. It's a good 5-foot model.
Okay, whatever you say.
Well, here, let's let you
only got 2 feet.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's let you take the wheel, Tom, because this one's yours. What are we looking at here?
Oh, yeah, that's the TACOM 1/16 scale FT-17 French tank from World War I.
Okay.
And they made 2 versions of this thing. One had the 37 millimeter gun, and one carried a 8 millimeter Hotchkiss machine gun, which is what this one is. And I always liked the machine gun version. Well, it wasn't very powerful, but it was just a cool tank, and it was the predecessor of what modern tanks are now because of its rotating turret.
Okay.
Because most World War I tanks were just big land ships.
Yep.
And this guy right here had a rotating turret that could, maneuver around. And it had a 39 horsepower engine that drove this thing at a quick 3 miles an hour. It was really a screamer, but it only had a crew of 2. And it's just one of my favorite World War I tanks, and I just love building it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks good. What you got on your wood down there? That looks cool.
I just, I kind of made a field maintenance platform for it to park on. So it looked like it might be, something they might use in the field to do some maintenance work. And I kind of weathered it up, chipped it up, and made it look like it had been used a lot. So that was it. And it's out of the box. There's nothing extra added to it. The figure came in the box with it. And it's a nice kit.
Was that the decal from the box too?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the decals from the box. That's
cool. Tom.
La Tiger.
Tom, we have a serious question.
What's that? If it did, I'm thinking the deer's going to lose big time.
Oh, well, I don't know. At 3 miles an hour, the deer's going to outrun it.
Exactly. It probably will outrun it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, this is
That
cool.
wasn't
Get shot
funny,
with
Wes.
machine
That
gun.
kind of hurt. That was hurtful, Wes.
Poor old Jeff. I'm sorry, you man. You've lost your
I
car.
lost
man.
my show car, man. It
You
wasn't even
lost
like
your
it was
car.
my
I know how
daily
it feels.
driver. It's just no.
We have a deer problem around here too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All
And they're
right,
all
well,
up here, at least they're all in stupid mode right now because they got one thing
Well,
on their
yeah.
minds. They got one thing on their minds.
That's it.
well, this is great, Tom.
Beautiful work.
And and you
I
just
enjoy
finished
building
this
it.
up like yesterday, didn't you?
Do what now?
Didn't you just finish this like yesterday?
I've had that kid for years.
I thought you finished it up. Yes, there's something else you're working on then.
No,
You-
I'm working on those two A models, the two
Okay.
A model Fords.
All right. I
And,
knew you were working on something trying to get it done.
Yeah, it's the Fords.
Okay.
It's the A
Gotcha.
model Fords I'm trying to get done.
Well, we'll
And
see them
next
maybe
show and
next
tell,
month,
I will
yeah.
have both of them done.
I knew you were working on something for show and tell. I didn't know what it was. So that's what you're working on. That's going to be next month.
The A model from IMC,
I see.
or ICM,
Yeah.
excuse me. And the one's the gangster car and one's just the typical passenger A model Ford.
All right.
And they're both real close.
Okay. Well, cool. I
I just
look
didn't wanna
forward to
rush it.
seeing them.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, and now last and maybe
And
not
least.
least.
Last
And
and
it will be
least.
least.
Yeah, no, this is
Like
Jeff's poker kit. So tell us what we're looking at, Jeff.
So I mean, poker kits have been around forever and ever and ever, and they're ridiculously expensive and,
Yes.
you know, out of reach of the average modeler unless you really scrimp and save. And it's
Even out of reach for you, and except for a trade that you
Yeah,
happened to come by.
I ended up doing a trade with John Novak from Scale Model Stash, and he ended up with a bunch of big stuff from my collection. So this is the 1971 Porsche 917K chassis number 17. I was a little, I don't want to say I was disappointed, but the kit was not what I was expecting. I kind of had this idea in my head that with a kit with a price tag of you know, this, there was going to be more to it. Truth of the matter is, if you really, really want a large scale 917, you can go out and buy this kit, and the body panels are pre-painted and you don't have to paint anything, and you really just need a little bit of super glue and you can bolt it together. When I opened up the box, I said, no. I wasn't just going to bolt things together. The colors were wrong. The Porsche blue that came out of the box was a little too baby bluish, and the orange was a little too orange. It was a little too red. So I wet sanded the entire body, and then used gravity colors, Porsche Gulf Blue and the Porsche Orange, Gulf Orange. So I didn't strip it down to the bare metal, but I completely wet sanded the whole thing. Obviously took the decals off. You could still see the stripes and whatnot, but then I masked it, repainted it with the proper colors, and then replaced all the decals. They came from Delta Plastic. They make 1/8 scale Gulf livery decals. And then the white numbers and everything was just white decal film with black numbers. So everything that was in the kit was basically stripped, repainted. The only things that I didn't repaint, obviously, were the tires, the dashboard, because it had some kind of a flaking. It almost had like a flocking on it, and the same with the seat.
Are the tires rubber?
They are.
Okay.
They're a hard rubber though.
Oh yeah.
So they were a bit of a pain. So, but every other part, I used 14 different shades of Alclad. I used Squadron colors, scale colors. I used OG scale colors, and a half a bottle of or half a jar of automotive wax and polishing compound to get it where I wanted it. Once you go through and you look at everything that needs to be done to take it from a bolt together model to actually turning it into a real model, at the end of the day, you've put just as much work into it as if it had been a plastic kit. So I rewired. I redid the aft, the rear chassis. A lot of the struts and supports were in incorrect locations, so that got replaced with aluminum tube and aluminum rod. There is some brass in there where I had to kind of solder things down in the back lower underneath the air intake ducts. I ran all of the electrical lines for the plugs. The throttle linkages have working return springs. They all work. The fuel lines are all done with clear line. And the car is actually plumbed and wired the way the original car was. So if that line going from the fuel filter advance pump, goes into the top of the throttle body, that's the way it is on the model. That's not just running off into some invisible corner and then hiding. So other than that, everything got repainted. I tried my best to cover up all of the spots where you would actually bolt things together. There are some places where you actually have to machine screw parts together for structural integrity, because this is such a heavy model. This model weighs about 20 pounds. And what's amazing is that everything on the real car that was fiberglass, the model kit, it's metal. And everything that was metal on the real car, they do it in plastic. So it's reversed. It's reversed. Absolutely beautiful car. I'm thrilled with the way that it came out. And then I took a picture frame. I went to a Hobby Lobby and I got a picture frame, and then went on the internet and found the photos of the drivers. That's Derek Bell on the right and Joe Seifert on the left. They drove this car as it appears here in April of 71 at the Monza 1,000 kilometer. They took second place. And will I do it again? Probably not. The next step, I'm now absolutely hooked on 1/8 scale Le Mans cars. So my next project is probably going to be a Ferrari 330 or a 512, and it's going to be scratch built, 3D printed and scratch built. So,
all right. Well, this looks great.
Beautiful.
Glad the deer didn't get it.
Yeah, glad the deer didn't get
I was a little scared, especially for the glass and whatnot, because that's a big piece of glass in the front.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And I thought if that thing was upside down, and of course, that goes through your head. I smashed the deer, the airbags go off. I know that my real car is totaled because the hood is like up in my face. And then the next thing that comes into my head is, am I hurt? Nope, I'm not hurt. The third thing that came into my head was, is my model okay?
Model okay.
I turn around and I look in the back seat and it's upside down. And oh no,
that's the modeler. Well, this has been great, guys. We had a lot of stuff to look at tonight. Everybody did just every month. Show and Tell gets better and better. So I really appreciate it. I don't know. Let's see. Next month. What is next month? November?
Yep.
Let's do it on the 19th. November 19th. Wednesday night, November 19th will be the November Show and Tell. So everybody get you a model or 2 or 3, maximum of 3. And we'll keep that maximum of 3 until we grow so big to where I need to lower it to 2. I mean, I want this thing to keep going. It was so cool tonight. Was the largest amount of different modelers.
Yes.
I mean, we've had a lot of models before, but this was the most entries by different people. So this is great. I really appreciate it. And I hope everybody had a good time. Oh, Brett Andrew says, are we ever going to do the stash show? The stash show where you show off your model space, your stash, whatever it is where you do your models. Yes, we're going to do that. But people have been sending me entries for that, and I am collecting them. And as soon as we get enough to do a whole show, we'll do that. That won't take the place of the standard show and tell. That'll be a standalone show that we'll do as soon as we get enough pictures. So if you've got pictures of your workstation, your stash, your collection, your display kit, whatever it is, your man cave, send pictures of your man. We'll call it that, the man cave show. Send me pictures of your man cave model room area. And as soon as we get, hopefully sometime at the, in the beginning of the year, the first quarter of the year, perhaps we can do it.
Yeah.
But as soon as we get enough pictures submitted, we'll schedule that.
Fantastic.
All right. That's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much, Jeff, Tom. See you next time.
Thanks everyone for your time. Appreciate y'all.
All righty. Talk to you soon. Guys, thank you so much for being here. This is always a blast every week. We look forward to it. We'll be back next Wednesday night and see what we get into. Y'all take it easy. We'll talk to you soon.